CP2 has become, I think it's just because I'm the Sova main, but I love watching this guy play.
Yeah, he's been fantastic so far. We do have to talk about the compositional changes, but hold up. We've got a push out through mid from Big Frames, and they've already gained control over window room as well. There you go. It's going to be Raina to go for the peek. Misses the first shot, misses the second, has to back away. Takes out the drone, but what the fadeaway shot from Winsome onto Nano.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say a little bit of luck, but the secondary kill convinces me otherwise. And so a 2 versus 3 here. The challengers now have 1 left. Picked up the spike and put it back down. Big Frames start this one off hot with a win.
Yeah, looked a little bit dicey at the beginning there, but you could tell that he wasn't panicking at all. Even though he was missing his shots, he was still measured with them. He wasn't just wildly blind firing. He was taking those taps and trying to make sure that he got them. His aim just wasn't on initially. And then, of course, he put his foot on the pedal there and was able to pick up 2. But again, this is one of those maps we were talking about. We ended the last map with Haven. This time we're starting it off with Haven, that both sides have a lot of initiative. They can do so much on the map. It's just who has the bravery to do it.
And that's the big question, right? You know, who's going to jump on through? Speaking of which, that play on window was so out of the ordinary. I mean, what a shot. Like, not just a shot. I mean, the decision to walk up there is really what kind of got me in the first place. B side going to be the push here from Way Too French. They didn't do this at all last time around. And we see why. 3 players on the other team, 4 players on the other team. Get a kill! 1 away from a team ace. Who was the one that got the double kill?
That was Winsome.
2-0 Big Frames.
So now, does he upgrade? No, it looks like they're just going to stick with the SMGs for now. And so, again, we come down to that difference. But speaking of differences, CP2, he's got that operator in play. And I like that for this one around in particular, because they do have the operator. They're swapping over the stage to make, if it happens, that B push that much harder. This is typically what we see a lot of stages on defense doing. Oh, he tries to go for that strafe peek, but CP2 is ready for it.
CP2. So this is one of my favorite angles of the game. CP2 always holds it down.
And did you see how ready Big Frames were for that as well? They had 2 pushing up long with him. And so Winsome actually trades off. And so he no longer has that SMG, and he's able to pick up, I believe, a Phantom, or it might have been a Vandal. Oh. We just see that on security camera. CP2 getting another frag.
I want to give a shout out to all the Cypher players in the game that do our observers a great favor of doing.
Oh my god.
Giving us good camera angles like that. CP2 has 3 in the round. Turn up too easy, answers back, and looking for the 4th kill. Here comes the Sova main. Nerfed, watching underground. This is likely going to be the 3rd one for sure.
Yeah, there's no chance. He's already holding this angle, misses out, tries to chase after with that ghost, but they won't be able to get him. So he actually saves that gun at the very least into the next one, but yeah. I'm surprised that they were actually able to get the plant at all, but it was quick reactions. Say what you will about that last round. They still were able to at least get the plant. So that's going to help out their economy into going into the next one and allows them to get some pistol buys on armor here for this one.
Yeah, a little bit. Nice spread here for that. For the team. Some subs, some pistols. Oh, CP2 trades out. I like this angle. Protecting the op. Incred's going to push up. Not going to get the kill, but the op is in the hands of Big Frames if they... Yep, there it is. Nice look. All of a sudden, it's a different round. Where do you go with the op?
I'm surprised Big Frames played that as aggressively as they did. I understand, sometimes you just kind of have to enforce your will upon your opponent, right? And make sure they're not comfortable playing any position, force them to play a little bit slower and kind of maybe out of their play style. But I think this is kind of the play. With that operator, you can have one person holding back in the long range while the other 4 just push up. And that's going to be the push here, 50 seconds left.
Shots into garage. No answer. Melio gonna throw down a smoke of his own. Way Too French has broken the site, and C it is. Now I'm gonna get the high angle as Big Frames have 3 players strong to rotate into. Reyna would be a great look here. She's gonna come around the corner, get cut down. Great job from Turn Up, falling all the way back. Meal waiting for somebody to peek, misses the shot. I love the setup there. And that's going to be a trade out there. Incredible and Winsome. Both look good. 2 alive for French. 2 alive for Big Frames. Randy Savage relatively low. Ha! The one shot from the Ghost is good. 1-on-1. Quick kill will be able to defuse, but that's it. Got to run. And Way Too French find themselves on the board in an eco round nonetheless. CP2, I think, has been getting a little comfortable.
Thing though is that Big Frames were still able to save that operator, and with Melio going down, not bringing one of the extra guns, even though they will be able to full buy, they just don't have an economy brewing quite yet. So they took a lot of economic damage. But yeah, they were able to at least get the round win. Big Frames though still coming in full guns a-blazing at this point. Let's see, Way Too French now setting up. They could be going for a full A execute. They do have the Brimstone over at C site, so they might just be trying to sell a fake over there. But Mill, with that operator, finds the pick on the CP2.
All right, so op for op. CP2 has lost this round. Won the first 2. That third one was the old trade out. This time around, Way Too French thinking about the A site once more. One player still at C. Just in the cubby, waiting. So no big commit from Way Too French just yet. But with that said, C is going to be the place. They made a lot of noise over at A, and they've had this Brimstone here at C, just making sure how many people are around, etc. So the full-on push. Somebody in garage walks in. Reyna gets taken down easily. And Melio is going to be in a great spot to provide his teammates with the information thanks to the ult. And Way Too French looking for their 2nd round victory.
Yeah, Big Frame is just going to go for that full save here. They've got the operator back over at short A. Nerf is going to pick that up for his teammate. And I don't think there's an opportunity for them to try do this. I mean, it's already numbers advantage in favor of Way Too French. At this point, it's about securing that economy and making sure that you can continue to fight in this half.
Incredible. Kind of lurking here. Catches the info, jumps to the right side, knows players are coming. Nobody on a 6. So this is a safe angle for now, as he does have teammates kind of lurking in the wings. The spike's planted, and the attackers are able to just go ahead and take that one. Nobody on the way out. And there's that 2nd round win.
With that save, though, that really commits, or not doesn't commit, but Big Frames are going to be able to buy into the next round, even if they lose this. And so, you know, it's about understanding your economy, playing towards the numbers, and they're going to make sure that they can fight in full force for the next round. And let's see if they change up anything here. It is going to be a solo Cypher onto the A site, and it looks like they're looking to get aggressive onto mid. Double peeking over by window. They don't see anything out as it is smoked off.
Trouble for them. Last time, French walked through garage, but the last time they held back from garage is when they took down CP2 and found their first victory of the contest.
Oh, he just pulls off that angle just a little bit too early, but they are hugging the right-hand side as they're coming up. They are spotted out. Winsome with the peek from B, picks up 2. Great timing there with the information gleaned from that Sova.
And Sova's going to grab one through the wall. Melio answers back, but it's a 4-on-2. Way Too French loses. 4-on-2 is the round, and 4-2 is the slash line as we head into round number 7. Money all over the place for Big Frames. Way Too French will be able to buy this round and likely buy next round, but if they don't start to win, this can get out of hand real quick.
Yeah, this is where their bank can absolutely get broken here, and they'll have to be forced. They'll be on an eco if they don't win this one. And even then, if they do win this one, their economy is still not going to be great. They need to get the bomb plant, and they need to make sure no one dies.
A site one more time.
Take flight.
Shock dart on the right side. No information just yet. A slow push here towards A. Big Frames not ready for it just yet. Only 3 players located. Randy Savage waiting for the other side push. Nobody coming from underground. Well, they're going to walk it on back. Where do they go from here?
They're already pushed up to B. They've got their brimstone down. And so with everyone moving through window room, that's exactly what they're just going to do. So it's just walled off for now. But they'll be able to get in. Mill trying to make some noise with that Silva ultimate, but you know, it doesn't really do much at all. It doesn't sell a fake or anything as the rest of the execute comes here onto the B site. They already understood that the wall was down. They weren't going to get slowed. Nerfed will be able to take out one, though.
Incredible answers back. Not going to find anybody. Winsome trades out, though. Nano with this good angle, but Winsome's able to tell him where Nano is. So all of a sudden, it's a 1 versus 2. Way Too French on the good side of things. Melio sees the Brimstone player to the right. And the Brimstone player is able to take it. Nerfed.
Hold on to your hats.
Fake plant. Waiting for the player in window. Like he knew. Beautiful play there. And it's not in time. Way Too French get it. Oh, just by a hair.
Yeah, that one was a nail biter for sure. Nerfed played that as best he could. I mean, you know, his timings overall were ended up coming down to just a split second there. I liked how he played that, of course, you know, faking that defuse, holding a little bit of an off angle so that he has the opportunity to catch the man at window off guard. He knew he was there because Melio did get a frag with the operator moments beforehand from that angle. Now, again, Big Frames still, though, are going to be able to bite into this. Like I said, their economy was looking good, and there we go. They pick up 2. No, Way Too French now on the back foot in a 3v5.
How do they look for an aggressive push here?
Oh, no.
Oh! CP2 with a rare straight-up miss. And Meal able to find a nice look. Randy Savage, though, cutting him down. Nerfed, gonna show up as well. But Meal with the 3-piece. And now comfortably will look for a plant. 4, can't find the 5th. And Big Frames show up with their 5th.
There it is. The economy now reset for Way Too French here. But Big Frames can't rest on their laurels. They do have to be careful. I think this time around they are going to go ahead and respect the eco round for them and maybe not get as aggressive as they did last time. CP2, remember, pushed through double doors, was able to get 1, but I believe he got traded away. And that operator just went down somewhere that was recoverable for Way Too French. And they played for C, I believe, after that. So this time around, it's going to be a bit more standard, a bit more reserved, coming out from Big Frames on the defense.
And you would be, well, Way Too French isn't reserved at all. They're going to run up here. Slowly, actually, answer. They're stuck. They're stuck here on long. Finally decide to go on in. And let's see how it works out. Randy Savage nerfed. Randy Savage nerfed. And it's done. Big Frames double the 3 of French's.
Respect the eco. And that's what they did. They played their angles. They played to their strengths. They've got the weapons for it. They've got the Vandals. They've got the one taps. So play for that. Let them walk into your crosshairs, and they didn't lose a soul. So this is where the economy can really take off. 5,000, 7,800, 45, 42, and 42 coming out for the entirety of big frames. That's basically, you know, as long as they don't keep committing into ops, that's 2 more rounds of buys for them, even if they lose.
CP2 trying to get his mojo back here. All right. So somebody's in window. Ooh, bad look here. Cut down. Play with a rifle. And CP2 is going to be finished off by Nano. Nice shot through the door, mind you. Sage not quick enough to heal up her teammate.
You will not kill my allies.
Recon Bolt at B. Meanwhile, the rest of Big Way Too French going to be pushing into the C site through garage. Nerfed waiting here in the corner. Picks up one, changes angle. Incredible is the one to answer first. Win some. And a res. Way Too French for strong. Same as Big Frames. Here comes Winsome with the ultimate. Couple of kills here. Winsome trying to extend it. And nobody to kill, in all honesty. Players coming from the long side. Turnip and Winsome combined to take down Incredible and Melio. And just like that, Big Frames get the defuse. And it's 7-3 after 10.
Yeah, and so these last 2 rounds, Way Too French, are going to have a rough go of it. It's, of course, full economy. As you can see, max money on CP2 there. So, like I said, if they had even lost a round, they would have been fine finishing off this half. While we do have pistol buys coming out from Way Too French. We got the Sheriffs on 4 along with SMGs and some light armors here. So they still leave themselves that window to be able to get a full buy into the last round. This is just the best that they can scrap up before that.
Trying to give it a go here. CP2 does have the Sova ult. If that's the decision, he can slam it on home. Of course, there are 2 more rounds in the half. Garage is the location. They're going to slowly walk on through here. Real slow. Now the slow orb has put a bunch of glass on the ground. I like this Sheriff angle, just waiting to see if somebody shows up. The one tap would be strong, but not this case. CP2 flying in, has all the info, knows where they are. Gets a shot. Teammates do as well. Way Too French have 1 alive after turn up. And there's the last target. Sova goes down. And there's only 2 people against this Brimstone. Make it 1. Incredible. Playing as his name would imply. 3 under his belt so far, and the spike will go down.
Yeah, this half buy really paying off for them so far. And honestly, I thought it was just going so one-sided until those last few trades now. So got the split cam view here. One holding the angle over at Garage is going to go ahead and change it up. And so he's watching for a rotation. Oh! That turn by Incredible to finish it off. Way Too French with the lifeline in this half.
Beautifully played. Beautifully played. Just kept it cool, calm, and collected. Was able to find the 4-piece for him and his team. Incredible and Meal really trying to do the heavy lifting here. 7-9 and 8-9, respectively. Across the way, a couple of Baker's dozens for Big Frames and their third fragger, 11. And so more successful on the kill count. Big Frames, that would make sense. They're 7-4. Way Too French trying to finish this round off with a nice 7-5. They're going to play default. Look for contact. And I like CP2 here. Right away. Finding some players. Tossing out the ult.
Bomb buddy out.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. They know that Way Too French don't have a res yet. And so if they can get that initial pick, that would give them a huge numbers advantage going into this right now. 2 pushed up at short, though, and we do have CP2 ready to trade. If so, he needs to. Winsome playing the more aggressive angle over at short. But now here comes the execute onto the A site.
Ultimates are used, and there's a tripwire. Melio going to sit underneath here at dark. Spike planted, and everybody is ready and healthy. So how does the retake happen here?
Well, it starts off with this Brimstone ultimate cutting off angles, wins some peaks at the right time as well. That's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange for the man under dark. CP2 finds one with that no scope.
And Meal will look and find, but Winsome finds as well. And Meal being the last one on the team means this is an 8-4 split at the half.
Yeah, the timing on that retake was just absolutely stellar for Big Frames. As soon as that orbital strike went down, you saw everyone going for their peaks. That does flesh out a lot of characters, right? You normally see someone instantly just pull out that knife and try to bunny hop out of that, and that's the kind of timing that you're looking for. So with those peaks, they were able to start off that retake with a 2-for-1 exchange, and then just continue to clear out the rest of the angles. Well done by Big Frames on that final round.
Real smooth. Real smooth looks. Back to pistols, though. Back to basics.
There.
Well,
yeah, last time Big Frames kind of blundered away their lead after taking their pistol round. And if they do win this pistol round, we'll probably see them correct that mistake and make sure they don't do it again.
B site going to be the walk up here for Big Frames. Turn up with the classic. All right. Walls off the back end. Walking their way to A. So it's a mid to A push. Honestly, something we don't really see all that often. Big Frames losing so far. 2 players up, 3 players on the other side. CP2 is able to equalize that in mid. Spike going to be ran all the way to C, and Way Too French left looking at each other. And Big Frames comfortably puts it on down. 45. Let's defend.
Oh, this wraparound. It's both of them from the same angle, though. Are they going to expect it? What a lure coming up from Winsome.
Gets one. Oh, man. Oh, okay. These players saw what was happening, and it do not matter. That's that. And Big Frames found themselves with round number 9.
There are a lot of ways he could have played that, because he could have started it off with, initially just taking that shot on him. That would have slowed down the retake anyhow, but multiple ways to approach it. But the fact that he had multiple ways to win it was just fantastic, especially as that Reyna, right? If he gets that first pick, he can continue to delay with dismiss, or at least just run away from the fight and buy more time. That's why Reyna can be so potent on the offense here, as well as we saw Winsome on the defense. Oh my God, right into the killing fields.
Attackers win. In case you couldn't tell. Sometimes I take the win and loss screens personally, Like if I lose 13-2, I don't need defeat giant up in my face. You know what I'm talking about? Right there, attackers win. We know.
What if they made it bigger, dependent upon how big the discrepancy is, right? So if it's a 13-0, it just takes up your entire screen. You don't see anything else more. It's just big block letters. You lose.
I go for length of stay. CP2 shortens Meal's length of stay, and that's what we call a comeback, a callback in the industry, folks. We started off the set with Meal beating CP2, and CP2 beats Meal at the same mid spot. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, big frames are just going to now rotate off that pick. They showed a heavy presence at mid, and so that's why that's keeping so many players over here by Garage, but by B. But here's the execute, and the only man to try and slow it down is going to be that Cypher up on Heaven. So that's a free plant for them, and they're going to be able to set up even for post-plant position with no trouble whatsoever.
Winsome just runs in. We're sitting here just in Winsome's POV and just see CP2 go. I was like, oh no. Nerf takes down Incredible. Incredible tries to peek their way in from the backside. That's that. 11-4. And yeah, it's what I expected. This team is good, man.
I don't know what angle Hughes was trying to hold for that when he was pushing up. Because he just kind of walked forward there and you saw, who was it? Turn up, able to get an easy kill onto him without being challenged at all whatsoever. Big frames now, 11-4. And there's no slowing down for them here as it looks like they're going to go ahead and try to go for that C long once again.
CP2 knows this angle well. Team's able to provide that. I like that play. You shove the AR player up a little bit to take down the wall, checks the corner, does get the ID, but not the kill. Incred, the only one with the stats. 2 players remaining for Way Too French. As they look for the retake, one will come from long. And it looks like both of them are kind of buddied up here. Nope, just kidding. There's only one left. And it's Sova. He's going to turn this corner and get shot by CP2.
Did he take a shot there? So they know he's in garage.
Yep. Shot by Randy Savage. Ooh, I missed that knife. That's a cool knife. When did that one come?
I'm not entirely too sure.
Because what they do, they do like 2-day bundles, I think, where it's like a gazillion bucks for all these skins, and you can buy the knife for like $30 or so. I think
if only I had a gazillion bucks.
Heard, but from
Come into the unknown.
I haven't seen that one at all. That is probably number 3 in my eyes. The important stuff, folks.
Map point now for big frames. We just completely glean over that. Like, oh yeah, wait, it's map point.
Like I said,
we're vain people, all right? We love our aesthetics and our skins, all right?
Amen.
We know it's a character fault. We embrace it.
Skin it to win it, baby.
All right, Rez out from turn up too easy, bringing Randy Savage right back into this. As it looks like it will be a full commit onto the A site. They're going to start it off. They spot out that tripwire. Oh,
guys, Randy Savage going to get one through the wall. Here comes Sova trying to get through the wall, but there's 2 players on the site. One on the left, one on the right. There is the orbital strike. Incredible is able to take down the Sova player. Nice job there. However, it's Nano on the flank. And Incredible combining. This could be Way Too French's way back into it, because it's all up to Turn Up, who has, no disrespect intended, not been Big Frames' top performer. Nerf is coming from underground, one up in heaven.
Revealing area. There they are.
Big Frames have 2 now as Brimstone has been rezzed, and Meal takes down Nerfed. Sees where the second is, drop, and shot like, oh!
Looked him right in the face. The craziest part is that, like, you know, he no-scopes the person who's like, what, 30 meters away? 40 meters away? And the guy that's 1 meter away, he scopes in on to get that headshot. All right, lifeline for Way Too French, but Big Frames, of course, with the number of rounds that they were able to get here in the half, they're going to be able to full buy into this one. You saw max money on Randy Savage right there. And CP2, he's not going to let go of the operator anytime soon. Picks that up one more time for his team. Way Too French still have such a long way to go in this run back.
So I say the blue knife is number one. The number two is the hatchet. Then you've got the boring one with the yellow stripe that we just saw, and then way at the bottom is the elf sword. That's the tier list for knives, no question. B-site.
Go ahead.
Lights are off. B-site's gonna be the take. Smoke a little shoddy. The bullets aren't. 4 on 4. And Melio gonna get all the info he wants. Meal picks up the collat and the follow-up blat. Turn-up, however, comes around the corner. My mistake, not a collat, just one. Looked like it, though. Only one standing. Make that none. Way Too French. Saying, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? And come on through. Take that round. We're into 19.
All right, so we're gonna have a force up coming out. I mean, it's just Winsome who's minus a gun. There we go. They got a buy for him, and I guess they just want to take every opportunity to try and close this one out. And so here we go. We got full rifle investments coming out for Big Frames. See what they can do. Smokes out onto double doors, as we do have that push up through mid.
B-site thought about, and that's going to be the positioning. Randy Savage wins the fight alongside long A, and Randy Savage wins the fight alongside short A as well. B will be walked away from after all this stuff's spent. Nerf shows up, but the team is elsewhere. Big Frames really kind of just playing this interestingly is what I'm going to say. Oh, Nerf shows up, puts down U's, and Incredible's waiting for Randy Savage on the flank. And so it's a 4-player spike defend versus Way Too French's 2. Meal does have the op and cuts it down to 3 defenders. Incredible.
Off. They know Incredible's over here as well.
2 versus 1. Winsome here. Location revealed. Sova's firing the shots. Rush him. Rush him would be the one choice, but the other choice is to stay in place. There it is. Nice job. Max 2.
Big Frames really putting on the show here, especially when it came to a lot of those rifle rounds so far. Winsome, of course, no stranger to just being able to absolutely frag out 24, 9, and 6 by the end of this one.
Incredible.